Hello, 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 everybody. Okay. I hope everybody is having a set. Like this thing is going, and I've messed up my hair, but that's okay. Um, so I do have a little piece of information. I want to say hello to everybody, and then I'm going to give the little housekeeping information that I need to give. Oh, what? That was where I was using my computer to listen to my school assignments. So I had to fix that so that didn't get on y'all. So hello, Cindy. And as always, Lee has set us up a nice little table. He takes out the trash, recycles, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some white, dark, and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits for everyone. Welcome to Mystery of Diamonds. Help yourself. Come on in, grab a snack, and hit that like button on the way to your seat. And he has specialty trays for the Draglings of cookies and cupcakes. I should say him and Lenore. So thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lenore, for setting out our table. As always, I greatly appreciate it. And of course, my chat went. Hello, Brandy. How are you? Hey, look, you got the same name as me, just spelled differently. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Cracker Shells. How are you? Hello, Cat Hair and Chaos. Chris, Auntie Dawn, Kat, Lauren, Linda, Aaron, Robin. Hello, Kim, Marion, Melissa, Lisa, Michelle, Sue Bell, Bernice, Cheryl, hello, Muttnuts, Colleen, Bobby, Meredith, Turtle Joy, Susan, Bonnie, Diamonds Around the World, Jana. Oh, good. We got some cyber cookies. Thank you, Jana. I love the cyber cookies. Hello, Marsha. Gorgeousness. Hugs to you as well. I know, right? July just went. Trust me, there's a whole lot of reasons why I didn't want July to go as fast as it has. And because I get to go back to work this week. I go back on Wednesday. So I literally have today, tonight, tomorrow, and then I'm back at work. So I know my summer went bye-bye. My summer went bye-bye. But at least I had fun during the summer. Hello, Carol. Hello, Sarah. Hi, Sue. Hello, Sarah Ann. Hello, Monica. And why did it go? It did it again. It did it again. I don't know where it went that way. Hold on. I was on Monica. There we go. Hello, Pamela, Victoria, Tanis, Donna, Keisha, Karen, Matt, Stacy S, Marty, Carly, Laura, Deborah, Shelly, Tammy. We're having all kinds of fun, Tammy. I will tell you all about my fun in just a second. Hello, Carolyn, Julie, Joanne, Christy, Sherilyn. I know summer's over way too fast. Yes, Deborah, you can post your finish in that final week post. Absolutely. Oh, you're still at work, Julie. Okay, well, thank you for coming and listening in anyway. Oh, Bobby, you go back next Friday. Well, like you get a couple more days. I don't get. I got one more day. One more day. And then of course, it's if you're not a teacher and you don't know this, like we have. So the first 4 days that we go back. Now I don't have to go Friday, so we go Wednesday and Thursday, and then we have Friday off. But it's in service, so we don't even get to be in our classrooms. This is all the fun stuff that they want us to. What all new stuff we're going to do for the year. Yeah, I'm so excited. Can't you tell that? I'm so excited. Sarah, and you're going to have to be homeschooling. Yep. Hello, Audrey, Nancy. Oh, Carly, you're Randall's niece. That is so awesome. I'm glad you could come and see your uncle create. I love watching your uncle create. He's amazing. Hello, Kate and Sparkle Dust and Diamonds. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get this out. So normally we would be doing the week 4 drawings tonight, and I am so sorry. I still have one class that I'm taking, but like my final exam for that one, I've still got a little bit of time on, not much. I've got this week. However, the labs that I took this summer for my crime scene investigation, degree. It was trace and digital evidence. So the digital evidence part, the computer stuff that we have to do, which is very intense, and I've decided I don't think I want to go into computer forensics. That's not the part of forensics I want to go into, but it has these modules. And so far, my computer keeps freezing on the modules halfway through and not responding. And then it kicks me out and starts me all over. I have done module 10, and I have to do 15 modules. I've done module 10 3 times today, almost through my computer, through a wall. I did not, though. I didn't. I restrained myself. I did not murder the computer. You wanted to do. I have not had an opportunity to get names down and everything. So what we're going to do is on the grand finale, oh, my hair just decided to attack me. On the grand finale, we're going to do the week 4 giveaways as well as the grand prize giveaway. So please, I'm so sorry. Forgive me for that. I do apologize. Let's see. Hello, Heidi. I was just trying to say hey to anybody new that came in. But hopefully y'all can bear with me, and I apologize. But we do still have Randal, and we're going to get to see his progress and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead. Kara's not here just yet. My bestie will be joining us soon. And when she's here, I will put her on the stage. But I'm going to go ahead and thank y'all for being understanding. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and bring on who y'all all came to see, which is Randal. So let me get it here. Hello, Randal. So
Hello.
we got your niece here.
Yes. I was talking to Carly this afternoon, and she was talking about her artwork. She's becoming a very, very good artist. And I bet if she's watching, I bet Mackenzie is watching too. So hello to Carly and Mackenzie. And I got a feeling my brother and sister-in-law are watching also.
Oh, that is so awesome.
I would bet. Anyway, and I got to say hi to Leslie and Emily, like I do most every week, unless I forget. So hi, Emily. Okay, so here is where we are on this piece.
Oh my goodness!
I took your advice.
I'm going to go ahead and put you big, so
Okay.
that I got to switch you over here. And when Kara gets in here, it'll probably put us all 3 back on.
Okay.
And we'll say hello, and then we'll switch it back out to you. I just want everybody to be able to see you.
Okay.
Oh, come on. There we go.
There we go. So, last week I asked for ideas, the background, and we got the window in there. I put a combination of china cabinet, which would be kind of kitchen, and books. There's some bookshelves here also. So I'm going to assume they're probably cookbooks or something they just want to read while they're in the kitchen. Who knows? But I just like the look of it, and I like the feel of it. And I had talked earlier about the flooring. I had thought I was just going to make it wood. And then the more I looked at it, the more I thought, that's going to be a lot of brown. So I'm doing something like a checkerboard. It could be a tablecloth. And I'm kind of starting with some kind of bluish gray tones and cream. Keep it kind of light. But I thought that would be a good contrast, those colors, with everything above it, instead of just blending in with it too much. So that's what I'm working on right now.
So that's kind of like a gingham tablecloth a little bit.
Yes. I would think of it more of just like a tablecloth. And I'm reaching up here to grab my hair. Do my usual for those that have watched me over and over and over.
Carly says, just so you know, Carly says, yes, they are watching.
Oh, good. My brother was telling me how wonderful Carly sings also. And I said, oh, I bet my brother could help with that. He sings as well as I do, and I don't sing at all. Anyway, my ABC book, counting book, ABC book, bedtime story book, the 2 coloring books, all on randalspangler.com. You can connect with all of them, plus tons and tons of prints. Can be matted, unmatted, framed. I can get you the prints. And then there are other items on there that you can connect to Redbubble and get clocks and Just all kinds of stuff, shower curtains, and I can't even think of all of it. Even socks with the Draglings on it.
And I did forget to say something in the beginning. I made a boo-boo last week, guys. Two of the giveaways last week, we have a very wonderful person who, Rochelle, she went and got two of each of the coloring books, and then she also got a framed print from Randal, and she is giving those away for this event. And I messed up because I was supposed to do one of the packages where you get both of the coloring books in week 2, and then I was going to do the other one here week 4. So next week we'll be giving away all 3 of those. So it will first give away the 2 bundles, and then we will give away for in the grand prize section, we'll give away the framed print. So Rochelle has just been such a sweetheart, and she lives close to you, if I'm correct.
Is. Yes, she's a neighbor. She's been here about 3 times now, and she came for my Christmas open house I did, and then she was one of the winners of the original at one of these events, and that's where I first connected with her. I was going to ship it to her, and I said, oh my gosh, she just lives a few blocks away. So I connected with her, and she came by and picked it up. And it was so wonderful of her to purchase these pieces and donate these pieces as gifts.
Yes, I am extremely grateful, and she's been so sweet. When I messaged her and said, I am an idiot and a half sandwich because I meant to do it and I messed up, and she's like, no problems. She is just such an amazing person, and I am very grateful to her for purchasing those and donating them to this event. And also, Carly says that Mackenzie says hi.
Oh, hi, Mackenzie. All right.
Love the fact that you put where the shelves are the kind of remind me of like my grandmother's house, which I love because I used to love seeing her cute little stuff that she would display.
Yeah, I'm putting a variety of things. I'm going to have plates and cups, and I've got a couple candlesticks and a pitcher here. I'm not going to overwhelm it with too many little things back there, just because they'd be so small. It'd be kind of hard to tell what they are, and it would just make it a little busy back there. So just the idea of the bookshelf with the plates on it is what I'm going for here.
Kara is here, so I'm going to add her to the stage. Hello, my bestie.
Hi, Kara.
Hi.
For those that don't know, this is, which if you don't know, you're in a rocky hiding in a hole somewhere. This is my bestie. She helps keep me from, she helped keep me from throwing my computer into the wall earlier today because I was about to, and she's like, Brandy, if you damage your computer, how are you going to finish your assignments? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, just take it.
Different location from my life because I have been relegated to my bedroom because the boys want to eat pizza and watch the baseball game. So all right.
So we'll go ahead and put Randal back on here. Hold on, I gotta fix it.
Okay, I am ready. I think I will turn my camera around, and maybe this week I will.
Uh-oh. I think he hit the wrong button. Kara, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Let me put you back on until I get him. So it's not just, because at least I can look at a pretty face over here. Although look what happened to my hair, Kara. I put it in a bun, and I don't know what happened, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's way.
I don't know.
Beach waves.
He decided to. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Randal,
last time I punched the wrong button. I'll make sure I won't do that again this time as I punched the wrong button. The one next to it. It's because they changed it. They changed it. So camera.
They make it where it's different. You have to hit the camera. There you go.
Yes. And turn it around and try to get this flexible arm in the right position. And will it go sideways?
There we go. Yay!
Okay, here we are.
Oh, I love the background, Randall. That looks.
Oh, thank you. Yes, you kind of missed that when I first showed it here.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Yes, we've got a window here, starting a little bit of blue. There's going to be fall trees going on here in the background. Kind of a crisscross leaded glass effect. I'll put in the background first and then draw the leading in on the window, and then put a few reflections in on the glass to make it look more like glass a bit. And then we have our plates and cups and such going on up there. And then this little brown square in the middle. I just felt like this cabinet needed a little cubby hole with a door. So it's going to have kind of a carved design on the door here in the middle. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Maybe
And then
it's like a pie. Maybe it's like a pie safe on a
could
shelf.
be. You can just imagine whatever you want in those little things.
Yeah.
Whatever type of food. We always talk about food during this hour.
Yeah, we do. We do.
And the bottom, instead of the dark brown, I'm doing a tablecloth, but not a real bright colored tablecloth. I had thought of red and white, but then that would really compete with what's going on right here. So
I love it.
I am keeping it kind of muted a bit, kind of a bluish green, and it will evolve as I add layer after layer. I even experimented with a little bit of light lavender on some of this blue and over in the corner here, which was kind of a nice little addition to it. So first of all, what I did was take my watercolors, I think like over on this end here, and just watercolored in the areas. And now I'm going back over with colored pencil and multiple layers of colored pencil also to get the colors where I want. Because part of it is I really don't know where I want this color to end up. So if I take a little bit of time and throw a little bit of color here and there, it's easier to figure out rather than just throwing on one color real heavy and solid and then going, no, I don't like that color.
People are saying that they like the tablecloth. I do too. I have to admit, I like seeing that. It's just it gives it more of a cute feel.
It's
Yeah.
Great contrast. It's a great contrast. I love that.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, a lot of these things, with my pieces, I just figure out the general idea and the general composition, and then all of the stuff around it kind of comes as this gets finished. Then it becomes more obvious what you want to do around it. Also, and I've been giving a lot of thought to trying to put the little pilgrim hat on her. I really would like to do that. So maybe when I get everything else done, I'm going to go in with some opaque white and creams and try to put a little pilgrim hat on her. I just, he's got it. It's kind of like I think she needs it.
That's going to be adorable.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to start that tonight.
This is a perfect one for Halloween. Look, see, my brain's already
Thanksgiving.
on Halloween.
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Thanks.
Well,
yes.
I mean, my gosh, the craft stores are already trying to put Christmas stuff out. And I'm like, okay, y'all.
Oh,
really?
I know.
Really?
Yeah, in another week or so, Halloween will be on sale because it's been out there so long.
A whole week. It's been out a whole week. We're not going to.
Really?
Oh, how cute. Your niece, Carly, is drawing along with you.
Oh, well, good.
Brandy, just so you know, Brandy, I cannot see comments because, again, I've been relegated to the bedroom with my phone. So if someone needs me, let me know.
I will let you know. Lee says, why not put one of those little bonnets on her, like from the time period?
Yes, that's kind of the plan. Yes. I know early, one of the first times I showed him with this little cap, someone had commented, how come she doesn't have a little bonnet like pilgrims would have worn? And I thought, I didn't think of it. So that will be something I will do. I will attempt to do. But I'm going to do that towards the end. It's just kind of a tedious thing to do, and then just go over and over and over, because you're going to have to cover up all these strong colors here.
Yeah.
Right.
It's shading, and then I have to look at a picture of one to make sure I get the correct shape and everything to it also. So, and last week, we were working on the bird. Did a little more work on him, a little more work on the legs, a little shading underneath him. And
Kim has a good idea. She says, because of how all these stores do it and how everybody's throwing out the holiday decorations like all at once, she says, that's why I say happy Hollow Thanksmas.
yes, that is what it is. Yeah. Okay. So earlier, before you got on here, I kept going back to my bookshelves. Now I'm getting into, instead of the fun stuff to do in here, I still haven't done the grapes yet. That bloom that will be on the grapes to make them look more realistic. But what I have a tendency to do is I like to do the easy stuff first, and the stuff I know how to do first, and it just makes it move along faster. The things that are tougher to do or I've not done before, like the bloom on the grapes and such, I will leave that near the last also, but I'll get to it.
I can see that because, when you're working on something and you do something that for you is easy and it gives you confidence and you see progress being made, and,
Yeah,
makes it a little bit easier to work on.
Yeah, it does. If you started with the hardest thing and you weren't very good at it because you'd never done it before and it wasn't coming out right, it kind of discourage you to even do any more on the whole picture. If it's like, well, if it's going to look like this, why would I finish it? So you do for me anyway, I do the easy stuff. There's some artists out there that, once they start painting, it's like, I don't think anything's difficult for them, but I like to start with
Sarah Ann was wondering, what is that green line on the cornucopia? Is that like vines?
This is, yes, my original plan was going to have some vines with leaves and stuff curling around,
Okay.
along with a lot of leaves. And I had thought of putting it like almost like outdoors with a lot of leaves coming in here, but kind of decided against that. But I'm still going to have some vines in here because I do have some fall leaves kind of tucked in behind the cornucopia. And so this will be a vine, and it's going to wind around in places. And see, here's part of it going to be down here, and it'll probably come around in front of the apple right there.
Oh, that's cute. Also, Carly wants you to know that Mackenzie is also drawing along with you.
Oh, well, good.
You got your whole family involved. That's awesome.
Absolutely. So I hope my brother and his wife are drawing also.
Oh, did they draw too?
No, they don't. I don't think they do anyway. If they have, I've never seen it.
Pamela is curious. She says, do you practice a new technique like bloom on a separate piece of paper before you work on the final piece, or do you just jump right in?
I think I'm just going to jump right into it when I start doing the grapes. Well, again, what I'm going to do is pull my iPad up and get a nice big, grape or group of grapes right in front of me and just sit there and just try to draw them identically to what I am looking at. And then, once you work from the real thing like that, you kind of get the feel of what it takes to make it look real. And so, next time I do a piece with grapes, it should be easier. I'm not sure when I'll ever do a piece with grapes again, but so now I'm, as you can see, I'm terrible habit of jumping around. Can you see where I'm working? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yes, I am. Now that I'm getting a tablecloth down here, one of the big things you need to do is make sure everything laying on the tablecloth kind of has a dark bottom edge to it and casts the shadow onto the tablecloth. because if there's not not a shadow there, like a little bit of a bluish gray here, like right under the cookies there, it kind of makes them look like they're actually setting on the tablecloth.
So that's what gives it that look of it not be like a little dimensional.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like the cookies are floating in air, above it. Now this little square back here is kind of tucked in underneath the dragling, so it needs to be a little darker because it's going to be in shadow too. So all these little things, and a little bit of a shadow there under there, and then the orange over here. Now I'm just doing the shadowing with this darker blue-gray. In the blue-gray squares, I will go back into the cream-colored squares with a probably yellow ochre or goldenrod or some color like that, and do some shadowing in here. So it kind of, the orange's shadow should be generally a shape like that. So I want to color in those areas too.
Okay, I'm not sure what shape. We couldn't see what shape you were talking
Okay, well,
about.
I drew it really, really light.
Oh, okay.
So here,
See,
this
like I
kind
can't
of a-
see your hand. We can
this
see
is
where the
kind
mouth
of,
is head.
you can't. Okay, I'm moving this thing around and it always goes opposite.
There we go.
Where can you see the
See, now it's going
wrong thing.
off the
Okay,
top.
there's the orange. I'm
No,
looking at
bring
my
it.
there we
There
go.
we go. Now we can see a little bit of the orange.
I'm looking at my camera screen, trying to figure out which way to move it, and it's opposite of what it shows on the screen.
I know. Believe me, you're not the only one, Randall. I try to show stuff in lives all the time, and I can't figure it out.
So that's why
Yeah.
I'm sliding it all
Kara
over.
does show and tell, and when she holds it up, and I've done it too, and it's like where you think you're going, oh no, that's going the opposite direction there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there, I'm getting a little bit of a medium brown in there in the tan areas, and I'm going to add a little bit of yellow ochre to them to warm it up a little bit. I like to do a lot of layers of colors in each area, but you see now this would be the shadow of the orange. This circular, it would be a circular shadow underneath the orange, and I will be adding even stronger shading on the orange also, because I feel like it's just not strong enough shading down here.
Heidi says she has an idea of some kind of garland above the window.
Oh, okay. Well, see what I've done. I think that would be neat, because I have garland actually above mirrors. Like even in one of my bathrooms, I put some Christmas garland up there about 10 years ago, and I liked it so well, it's been there ever since. But anyway, yeah, that would be neat. Except the way I've drawn this, really, I'm kind of cutting it off here, and the window's kind of going off the top of the picture, so it would be difficult, I think, to do a garland and make it look like something. If I showed the whole window, that would work better. But I'm going to see on the outside, I'm going to have fall trees coming in here also. And so they will be, I think, a garland and the trees. Then it start getting a little confusing of which leaves are outside and which leaves are inside when you're looking at it. So that's a good idea, though.
I always look at this stuff in terms of a diamond painting too. And the more details you add, I'm like, we don't want 170 by 90 diamond painting.
Sherry, you're never late. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
I want to make sure, just real quick, something happened with my computer. So I want to make sure, guys, can y'all still see and hear us? I just want to make sure that it didn't mess up for y'all. Someone in the chat put that everything's good, because I don't know.
Mine completely shut down in my live. I have no idea still what happened, but it was like,
Okay, everybody says it's there. Well, some weird, it just went black, and that's why I was scared that that's what was happening to me. I was like, no. Okay, everything's still all good. Good.
I could still chat, but my computer restarted. I don't know what happened. And of course, I'm yelling at Doug. Doug, did you mess with the internet? And he was like, "No, I'm just watching TV, Mom." I'm like, okay.
So you can see I'm making the shadows underneath the orange darker to kind of helps make it a little rounder, give a little more shape. This lighter edge here, you see it's darker and then gets into a little bit of lighter edge before the edge of the orange. That is reflected light, like light that has hit the tablecloth and kind of bounces back on the orange. So that's kind of why I've left a little bit lighter out there at the edge. So give it a nice. And I before I'm finished with it all, one of the last things I do is just keep going over and making sure all these little things are done. Like you can see the cookies here, how defined the bottom edges here are and how nice their shadows are underneath compared to my orange. So I will be going back to the orange and darkening that even more and the shadows underneath it even more before this whole piece is finished. And this is the piece of garlic here.
I mean, see, I love how, like, even though your creations are whimsical, like you've made the fruits and the vegetables not feel super cartoony, and I love that.
Well, I mean, that's one thing I've always wanted to do is make the Draglings fit into as real as a setting as possible, because they are kind of real to me. So.
Oh, well, they're real to us. I'm telling you, they're like every time I think about chocolate chip cookies, I think about the Draglings. So I'm like,
Okay. So originally, a little bit ago, you remember, I was way up here in the corner working on this bookcase. Okay, which am I working on? There we go. Make sure it's in the picture. So one of the things I'm trying to do here is make sure these plates are going to end up round. And then one of the other things I have to do is I need to put some sort of a design on the plates. It can't be a very intricate design. It's going to have to be basically maybe a couple colors and maybe just a little bitty design or shape or something right in the middle to make them look like nice dinner plates.
I think that'll be cool. A small little cute, simple design, because that's what a lot of the ones that I remember on my grandmother's, they had just a cute little, like, I mean, they weren't super ornate, but they were just delicately pretty, is what she used to say.
Yes.
Cheryl wants to know, how do you decide where the shadows on the tablecloth are from? Are you using a light source in the drawing, like an overhead light?
There are times I do different things in different pictures. Most of my artwork is done like this, where I just figure there's a general light source above them coming down is kind of what I'm basing this on. That's why the shadows are kind of right underneath. The shadows under their chins are right underneath, a little shadow under the hands on the objects and such. But there are times when I'll do a dragling holding a candle. So then you have a specific light source in the picture. And then you have to keep that in mind. Like if there was a candle here, then this edge of the dragling, this edge of everything would have to be highlighted to show that. And then these other outside edges will be darker. And then around here, these edges will be lighter. The outside edges will be darker. It just always kind of makes it easy and comes natural to just have my overhead light source is kind of what I've done. But occasionally, I do that at times. So if you look through my website and look at my artwork, you'll find some pieces with candles as a light source. And it's kind of fun because it makes the pieces a little more dramatic when they have a specific light source. and you have
Yeah.
very strong lights and darks. Yes.
Yeah, I love when you've had, I want to say, might have been fairy flowers, or there was one of them that you had, the Draglings were holding up a lantern. And so it
Oh,
was really
yes.
neat to see how you did the shadows around
Yes.
it.
One I can think in mind is because I saw someone had just finished it as a diamond painting is Midnight Munchies.
Oh, yes.
Where he is holding a little lantern and he's sneaking in around trying to get the cookie jar at night and holding a lantern. Yes.
He's being sneaky.
Yeah.
Sounds like me. Doug, my son, goes to bed fairly early, and Marlon and I have become night owls. Well, every evening, it's just my little routine. I'm becoming a little old lady. Every night, I have an ice cream sandwich before I go to bed, and
Oh my.
I diamond paint and have my little. It's a mini ice cream sandwich, and it's just my little treat every night. So I'm like sneaking to the kitchen because Doug is on the couch and he's just, again, we have a small little place here. So everybody's sort of underfoot. But yeah, reminds me of me sneaking to the freezer to get my little ice cream sandwich at night.
It sounds wonderful, but it sounds like a dangerous habit.
Yeah, well, that's why
I wouldn't want to start it.
That's why I just do the minis. Just the little, it's not
just
it's
a
not,
tiny little taste.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like about 3 bites. Seriously, they're Bluebell is a Texas thing, but
Yes.
Bluebell ice cream. But they have little mini ice cream sandwiches, so I'll just get a mini every night. So yeah.
So a couple of people have given you some suggestions on the plate designs.
Okay.
Pamela said a little cornflower. Sarah Ann said maybe a pretty simple scallop design. And Kent said put hearts on the plates because we all love the dragons.
Oh.
And Audrey wants to know, do you have a favorite canvas?
Ooh.
Canvas, meaning the piece I've done, you mean?
Yes. Like, what's your favorite piece? It's kind of hard to pick a favorite, right?
It really is.
They're like your children.
They are. I really love working on them. In fact, this one, I just really love the way it's going and the way it's looking. I think it's going to be a great piece. Of course, 2 weeks after I finish it and I stare at it for 2 weeks, I'm going to start thinking I should have done this different and that different and that different. So then I try to move on to the next one. Looking back, my library pieces are probably always my favorites because I'm creating a whole room that has a great feeling. It's kind of like where I'd like to be setting is in some of the big libraries. So those are probably my favorites.
Oh, I cannot wait till they put those out as diamond paintings.
I know. I want one of those libraries. So I don't care how big it would have to be. I really don't.
Really?
I would pay for whatever size they needed it to be.
Well, what, 5 by 6 foot or something to make it the detail?
I would lay it on my floor and lay down and diamond paint. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll ever figure out how to do that unless they now if they made smaller diamonds, about half the size of what they are, is that even a possibility?
There are some companies that I've seen that have tiny diamond painting or tiny diamonds.
Really?
That are smaller than standard size.
That'd be like sand, working with sand, little grains.
Yeah, that would be difficult. But see, I feel like they could still easily do the libraries if they did them in like panels, and then you can put the panels together.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
To make it complete.
Yeah.
Carolyn says she is waiting for Bath Time by Candlelight to be made. Hello, Candace. How are you?
Diamond Dots, the company Diamond Dots, had these unbelievable, over the top, like $200 kits. They were, she all, just packaged, just like, outer limits. They had smaller diamonds in those kits, some of those kits. And I've seen them other places too, but they are actually smaller than standard size drills. I honestly don't know how people would work with them.
Yeah.
so little.
Bernice says that the tiny diamonds are hard to work with.
Yeah.
I would think.
How do you even pick them up? Because a standard size pen would maybe swallow them up, I would think.
You
Yeah.
might would have to use those little wax pins that you can get the little tip on. They're the jewel, because I use them when I do my nails, because the diamonds that you need to put on fingernails
Are
to
tiny.
create a design have to be super tiny, or else, well, you can't get but one or two. And so the only way is there's this tiny little
Stylus.
jewelry pin that is like almost a pin size, like little teeny pinprick that you use with the wax in it to put them on there. It's difficult.
It's a little tiny. It's a stylus. Is
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Lauren says her favorite library piece is the one with Ladnar and Eleanor's wedding photo over the fireplace.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Fireside Fairy Tales. Yes.
Yep, Fireside Fairy Tales.
Hello. Hi, Lauren. I do believe that's Lauren Duncan, probably.
Yeah, isn't that the one that did the book?
ABC book.
writing?
Yes, absolutely.
Hi, Lauren.
Lauren, we are so grateful for you there. I've never tried doing those. I just know the tiny diamonds from trying to put them on nails. So let me just say that I don't know that I could do an entire piece with those little things, because just the few that I needed to make a butterfly on a fingernail was like, okay, I want to.
Well, I don't blame you. I don't see how you do diamond paintings with the diamonds that you are working with already. I mean, to me, that seems very tedious, and I'm sure I would spill them everywhere and everything. I don't see how you do.
We do spill them, but luckily the tools that we have to use it's very therapeutic. There's something about doing something where it's a constant motion and you don't really have to think, like you can let your brain relax and look at other stuff while you dive and paint, because you're not having to think hard about it.
Yes.
You don't have to count anything. You don't have to, it's just mindless, which is nice. But I would say this: if you were working with those tiny little diamonds, smaller than standard size diamonds, don't turn a ceiling fan on. That's for sure.
Oh my God. Yeah, I made that mistake one time because, well, doing fingernails, I was doing fingernail polish, right?
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be in a well-ventilated area. So I had a fan that would direct the fumes out the window. And I forgot that I had it on when I started doing the butterfly design on the nails. And that whole boat just picked right on up and flew across my desk.
Your diamonds out the window too, along with the fumes.
Yeah, so I ended up just I had to take a break because the fumes made me feel a little funny.
So you see, I'm starting to put a little design here on the wooden door.
Oh.
Little bit of design there. It's not going to be extremely complicated, but again, I don't want to overdo it. And I feel like the door itself needs more color here. So I will be doing a few layers of brown tones, and then it will get some highlights on it also. So it will look like carved wood. And the front of the shelves need a little more color in there too. I got one of my short pencils here, and I've got my holders on some other pencils. I probably should switch it out. Those holders are absolutely wonderful for these little short pieces of pencil.
We might need to get you some more holders so that you have more.
Well, I've got a few here and I never remember her name. But she has watched many of the lives, and she sent me those, and they have just been so wonderful.
Roxanne says that she thinks the wispy dragon smoke you do in the paintings would be cute on the plate.
Oh yeah, that's a cute idea.
Catherine, Catherine. I think Lee is saying Catherine Hauser is the one that sent those.
Yes, 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 yes. I need to write her name down. I for some reason, people's names have been one thing ever since I was a kid. I struggle with to remember at times.
I used to
And
think I was good at remembering names. Um, but then after teaching the amount of years that I have, like I actually went to go babysit my grandbaby yesterday and I had to go by Walmart to pick her up some, because when the grandparents come babysit, we got to give her fun stuff to eat. We don't give her the boring stuff. We give her the sweet stuff. And so I went to go pick some up and ran into one of my old students. I couldn't tell you that they know my name. I sort of kind of recognized the face, but didn't recognize the name. And I'm like, oh Lord, I'm so bad at names.
okay. I've sharpened my very dark brown here. Get a little more detail in here. Sharpen up these designs. And I do think sometimes colored pencils, they're kind of a wax-based pencil, so they're very soft. And sometimes they sharpen, you sharpen them and they're sharpened really nice and you think it's great until you start
Oh, I hate when that
drawing with it.
happens.
and it's like, why is it so wobbly?
Wiggly.
Yes, so you sharpen it again and it gets shorter. See, that's much better. You can't put much pressure on it when the tip is just about to fall out.
Yeah, I've done that, and I had sharpened it to where I couldn't sharpen one any further, and so I just took because it was for a school project. It was the only one I had, and I couldn't get any more. They needed it right then, so I just took the lead and just tried to work with it like that. It was not fun.
Yeah, yeah. So as I'm doing the door here, get a little bit of grain into it and a little bit of this and that. Let's see now. I think the wood needs a little more warmth, a little more orange. I like to just throw colors on top of colors and see what happens. And but since this is a door that opens and closes, I like to kind of round the edges even a little bit of a door. Because, an old antique cabinet, the edges of the doors would be worn a little bit. Now, those kind of details are not going to come through in a diamond painting, like the little rounded edges on there. But I like to put them in the drawing. Okay, what would be a good highlight color? This is a little bit of a lighter. This is actually a peach is the color I'm working with here. It's kind of a brownish tan, but it's a nice color to just highlight the top edges of the design. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. If for some reason I go off of the screen, just tell me.
Okay. So far, you're looking good. I can see you working on the door.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
is it door shelf.
Yeah.
You're right in the center. You're good.
Okay. Yeah. See, now it's starting to get a little bit of dimension to it. And let's see if I get this pencil. This pencil's getting so short it won't even go all the way down in the pencil sharpener.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just use what I've got here. It's the color I want. A little bit darker areas in here. So now I hear some crunching going on. Is somebody eating something or?
No, sorry. I was
that's all
trying
right.
to type out a response because
Oh,
something
okay.
keeps trying to come on my computer, and I'm like, no, stop it.
Okay. No, I just heard something that sounded like a wrapper, like a chocolate bar wrapper. I'm real
It's me
sensitive
and my
to those
typing.
sounds. When I hear sounds like that, it's like, oh,
What is that?
Okay. So yeah. So there you can see the door is getting a little bit of dimension to it there. And what I will also do as I'm working on this is this, you can see it's coming right up against the cornucopia on this edge. So I want to make sure, and you see there's even little kind of white spots. Well, that's the paper showing through. I'm going to take the color all the way out and cover all those little spots. I don't like any little spots where the paper's showing through. And
I love your fleur-de-lis on the cabinet.
oh, thank you. I do little designs like that, fleur-de-lis,
Yeah.
quite often on things.
I love
Kind
it.
of a nice little design.
Yes.
And so the cabinet here is starting to get a little separation there between the cabinet and the cornucopia. A little bit of color in that little area right there. Okay. Again, I think this is not real exciting to watch when I'm doing just little bitty things like this, like the front of the shelves. They need to be brown, but yet they need to be a lighter brown than back in the shadowed area.
I could watch this all day long. This is so fun.
And of course, the books will have colors also. Now, these are stacks of plates, and I'm going to have some bowls here also. Okay. Looking through my pencil bins over here, I have so many colored pencils just piled in these bins.
Is
And
Brandy still here?
Yeah, I am. I had muted for a second so that y'all didn't have to hear me typing. I'm so sorry. I still can't believe I have to go back to work Wednesday. Like, it's not fair.
That's crazy.
well, I don't mind listening to your typing as as long as I know it's not you opening chocolate bars. Then I
Wish
don't
I
have
had
to.
some chocolate bars.
I don't have to imagine what it would be like to opening a chocolate bar right now.
Yeah, I don't even have one of those. I
It's
do
very
have an ice
distracting.
cream sandwich.
Okay.
I don't have a, I don't, and mine's not even the mini kind, y'all.
I love me a good ice cream sandwich. I'm telling you.
Well, I have these things. I don't know if anybody remembers or if anybody eats the Klondike bars.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
remember those.
I found that they had a Reese's Klondike bar. And
What?
I had one, and then my son came to visit, and well, the last one is not here no more.
Brandy, if anyone can find Reese's anything, it's you. You have found more Reese's variety than I have ever seen in my life.
If it's hey, look, I even bought yesterday since I went to the store to get food for the grandbaby. You had to walk by stuff, find that food, and so walked by the snack aisle and found they had a tub, and I bought it. It is a tub of Reese filled pretzels.
Oh, my Lord.
If it says Reese's, I found it. I found some Reese's cupcakes. If it says Reese's, I'm going to find it.
She's going to find it. I'm telling you, every variety that has Reese's on it, she has found. I'm like, where did you, where? She's like, oh, you haven't seen these? I'm like, no, I've never seen anyone find Reese's like Brandy. And it's scary because, again, she's bestie and I love Reese's, so I'm in trouble.
Okay.
I will find you all the Reese's stuff.
Yes.
Sarah Ann says, whenever you want to repurchase, like you run out of a colored pencil, like a specific color, do you just repurchase just that color, or do you have to buy a whole new set?
Oh no, you can I go just to Michael's store, right? It's very close here, about 3 minutes away. And they have individual colors. But I have bins of colored pencils. I have 2 bins. I'll just put it underneath here for a moment. I have 2 bins like this, full of colored pencils. And then I have a 60 color Prismacolor set still in its box sitting right up here next to me. One reason I have so much is as I've mentioned before, I go to estate sales, and occasionally you'll go to an estate sale and you'll find a whole box of Prismacolor pencils for like $10. And
Wow.
I cannot resist that. So I
No,
have
that
more
you're
than I,
like, oh, that
yeah,
you don't know what you got, but thank you.
yeah.
Carly says slay. I don't know, Carly, if you're talking about because the ice cream or the Reese's, or Randall is slaying that picture. He's doing something good. The skinny cow ice cream, there you don't feel so bad eating it. I've never seen the skinny cow ice cream.
They have ice cream bars that are really good.
And Kim says her husband puts Reese's chips and brownies. Oh, see, now that sounds like something I need to go find me some Reese's chips and do. And Joanna, okay, now Joanna, if you find it again, you need to let me know. She found a peanut butter M&M ice cream sandwich. Okay, you need to find it and send it to me. Send me a link. Tell me where to buy it.
I don't need it, but it sounds good.
Yeah. Amazing the combinations.
I'd be in trouble.
So you can see I jumped back to watercolor now. I kind of got to a point I needed to get a little more base color in there. And then you can probably see in these areas in the background where I've been putting the darker colored pencil, the kind of the grain of the paper is showing through there. And I want it to be a little more of a solid color back there. So I am actually getting a little paint on my brush at the moment here. And if I go in here with my dark brown paint, and it's a transparent watercolor still, so it doesn't totally cover up everything that's there like an opaque paint would, but it just kind of fills in the grain of the paper there and makes it more of an even tone, dark shadow back behind the plates.
Oh, that's neat.
Frank, we got 2 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Are we almost done? Oh my gosh.
I know it, right? And see, because we didn't stop it earlier because, we're not doing the drawing tonight.
Yeah.
But that we will make sure that because we're going to be doing both drawings next week. But I gotta ask you a question. So, what grades are your nieces in?
Oh, I'm sure they can tell you. They will probably answer and tell you.
Because Carly is giving me the same kind of vibes as my wonderful middle school students, and I love it. I absolutely love it. That's why I teach the age groups that I do.
They live in Fargo, North Dakota, and I live in Kansas City, so I'm not around them all the time at all. In fact, I've only met them in person once or twice. But with social media, we have communicated.
Oh, they certainly seem amazing, absolutely amazing, and you got to love family because they sound like amazing kids. Sherry said that you can find the single color pencil at Hobby Lobby, which I did not know that you could find that with
Yes,
Prismacolor.
they have them also. They absolutely do.
Oh, okay. 4th grade and preschool.
Okay.
4th grade. That is awesome.
I did not know that. That's good.
Well, I hope you'll definitely keep up your drawing because look at your own. I mean, like you have an inspiration right there in your family. Like amazing.
I knew I liked her. I taught 4th grade for a long time. Love 4th graders. They're neat human beings.
And so did my mother. Yeah, Mom taught 4th grade most of her career.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's a good grade, man. That was a fun time for me.
I have contemplated going back or going to teaching elementary, but I went to high school for 11 years. Now I'm back at middle school. I started off my career in middle school, and because I teach 7th and 8th grade, they're very similar-esque to the 9th graders, but they're very independent, and I love it. And it'll be interesting because I will have some of my same students that I taught last year, taught algebra. I should have them for geometry this year. So I get to find out what all they did during the summer and how that all went. Oh, Colleen taught fourth grade for 13 years. Oh, that is amazing.
Wow.
Fourth graders. All right. It is 8:00, sweetheart.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to put us back on. Hold on. Going to fix the layout here.
I will come back also if I don't push the wrong button again.
There's my bestie. Y'all, like I said, I do apologize. It's all my fault. I am the reason why we're not doing the giveaway tonight. I'm a baddie bad. You know, people have tried to tell me I need to do my assignments, early, and I don't. So that is on me. That's my bad. So I just want to thank y'all. Like, look how amazing that looks. I mean, just in this little bit that we have, we've gotten to see some color and depth come in. I can't wait to see the designs that you end up putting on
The plate.
those plates.
It'll be small, so it's not going to be a real distinctive design, but it will be there. Yes, yes.
I love
I
it.
got to say this to Kara. I know you can't see the comments. First off, Sherry said her sister-in-law was a teacher for special needs. Now, those are amazing people that teach special needs.
There's
Like, it's
Absolutely.
all you're doing.
There is a special place in heaven for those people. Thank God for them.
Exactly. And Roxanne says, Kara and Brandy, I can't think of two better people to be teaching in schools. You two are both awesome.
I love
See,
it.
I need that right before heading back into the trenches.
Well, and since I've retired, Marlon laughs at me because we'll go to a social gathering. And every time we leave, he will laugh. He goes, Kara, do you realize everywhere we go, you either find the kids or the teachers? Every time. He goes, it's like you just find them. You find your people. And I said, yeah, I do. That's what I miss. I miss the teachers and I miss the kids. I miss the parents, most of them. But I miss those kids. I miss the kids. Look at that.
I
Oh,
think it's gorgeous. And I got to tell you this too, Randall. Kathy says, wonderful picture. So Carly says, I love you, Randall. I love your painting. Someday I will be just like you.
Oh.
I have to say, I love seeing the progress every week. I love watching you draw because it's just magical. But I also love coming back every Monday and seeing the progress and seeing what's changed. That's also fun. So,
and I can't wait for it to become a diamond painting because, see, then we can get our little hands on it, and we can do it ourselves for our. See, because that one right there, that would go perfect right next to turkey for Thanksgiving. Like I would
absolutely.
I put both of them up on my dining room walls.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. As always, we love watching Randall draw, and we love the suggestions that you guys give because
it helps tremendously.
And he's always been such a wonderful sport about coming on every week. We just can't thank you enough for that, Randall. And Bestie, thank you for keeping my sanity and things not flying out the window because they could. I'm telling you, after my foray into soap and I want to throw everything out the window right now. So luckily she keeps me from doing that. So thank you. And thank you guys for coming and supporting not only us and this event, but especially for supporting Randall. Please remember, you can get his diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club. You can go on his website, randallspangler.com. Got all kinds of really cool stuff. You can get prints. You can get, there's links to his coloring books and to his books. And I mean, you will not regret it.
And can I put a shameless plug in here for those of you going back to school, kids going back to school, grandkids going back to school? What a fun gift for a teacher to take them a Dragling book for the first day of school. And that, teachers get mugs and Starbucks gift cards, and all of that is wonderful, and gifts are from the heart, and they appreciate it all. But when you add something to their classroom library and it helps support an artist, I mean, I'm Randall won't say it, but I will.
Well, I never thought of that, actually. That's a great idea.
If they, especially elementary teachers, and
Uh-huh.
books are amazing, pre-K, kinder, first grade, especially. They love adding books to their classroom libraries. You know, they're expensive, and teachers, you know, have to provide so much for their classroom. So what a great gift to add to their classroom library.
Mm-hmm.
I know I am actually going to be working on one of Randall's pieces, and you know, there is one or two that I'm actually going to complete and actually give to a library, to a school library, my school library, to hang up in the library for the kids. Like, I know they're middle schoolers, but you know, even the middle schoolers would love the coloring books, because let me tell you right now, when we have free time in our classroom, they're asking me to print out coloring pages. So I'm actually going to go probably purchase some of Randall's books and be like, you know, you can color this, and I'm not going to print out something else on the color on the.
I have been trying to pick out a painting to do for Davidson, an elementary in Katy that has the dragon for a mascot. My problem is I don't know which one I can part with.
No, see, that's my problem, because if I give it to them, I'm going, that means I won't have it. But that, you know what, I'm going to look at it as it is for a better purpose, to, because I'm telling you, if any of the kids go, oh my gosh, do you know who did this? I'll be like, I certainly do.
Yeah.
And you know, I can direct you to where there's more of this. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We certainly appreciate it. And don't forget, grand finale is next Monday.
Yes. Lots of giveaways.
Yes, we're going to be giving away
And the
week
grand
4 prizes and the grand prizes. And of course, as always, the largest, the biggest, the most amazing grand prize is the one that Randall is giving. And that one always we save for the end. So there's going to be one lucky person that is going to get that original painting.
And I would show it to you, except I haven't done it yet. So I'm just like you. I put off the last minute.
Hey, look, all three of us, you know.
If it weren't for the last minute, nothing would get done. Right.
Right.
That's true. But we thank you so much. And I hope that y'all have this was a wonderful start to the week, and enjoy the rest of your week. And we will see you guys back next Monday. All right. I'm going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars, grab hold on, and never let go. Until the next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.